Alright, what's going on? That's what we got today. Some double stack from Great Notion. This, of course, what we got here? Double stack. This is an imperial breakfast stout fermented with an irresponsible amount of maple syrup and aged on whole bean Sumatra from our friends at Clutch Coffee Roasters. Right there. Bam! So, this is a good one, fellas. This is like fucking dessert in a can. I don't know if you noticed, but that's that old 11. Yo 11. Snake eyes. Not necessarily snake eyes, but yo 11. We'll go ahead and crack this. Cheers. We'll just fucking pour that syrupy goodness. And that is filling the bathroom like nobody's business. That shit smells good, man. Oops. Got a little for the fucking nasal cavity. And of course we got our double stack glass. The little gold rim. It's almost so thick you gotta chew on it. That's that shit. Alright, here we go. Barrister Mann Vespers. Scent notes up front are cranberry balsam, mustasax, and fern. I do believe this is in the Excelsior base. I'm of course a scooper, so you can see the outline from my spoon. I fucking love this scent. I don't know. This it's kind of out of season, but it fucking crept back in when I heard somebody mention it. Ever since then, it's been lodged in my head. I had to break it back out, even though it's out of season. I have the EDP, and that's definitely, it's too dank for the summertime. I shouldn't say dank, but it's a powerhouse. That EDP, I fucking love it. It hangs around, but you know you can only do so much. All right, Wild West Brushworks. This, of course, is the Snowdrift handle with the 24mm synthetic boss knot. Kind of got the clear and white color scheme. You could kind of see the depth if you turn it at different angles. Nice little knot. Nice little brush. We're also going to be incorporating some Barrister Mann's Terrorade cooling additive. Caution, it's not as cold as it says it is. At least not for me. So we got some soap loaded up in the Lancaster bowl. And we're going to just twist this off and put this in there to be incorporated. So, comes in this little vial. And I'll try to get this on camera for you guys. So, the whole vial. I ain't no bitch. So, we'll twist that up and put that in the back. When I first got this product, I did some testing and I got all the way up to 40 drops with like a medium chill. And that video is still on here if you think I'm full of shit. That video is still on my YouTube, so. Alright, here we go. Got some distilled water. Just gonna give my brush a dunk. Kind of wring it out. And we will get to lathering. And you can see it has that moisture in it. I didn't pull no funny business. So, what's up? I went to work today and got called in early. Of course, that's kind of the norm. I'm used to getting called in early every day of the week, basically. So I got called in 2 hours early. No big deal. I'm so used to it that I set my alarm 2 hours early so that I'm awake and ready to go in early. Then I get there and I find out that, 2 people called in sick. So that's just great. We're shorthanded. And then we're a couple hours into the shift and I find out that, one of the more senior characters is they got to go home at noon. So there we are, short-handed, busy as all fucking get out, and somebody has to go home at noon. That's just great, isn't it? So I ended up staying 12 hours. It is what it is. Whatever. More money in my pocket, right? Somebody's got to do the work, and somebody has got to get paid for it, so I'll just take that check, please. Alright, so the scent strength on this is probably a 6 or 7, maybe knocking that 8. It's there. It smells great. Definitely kind of a fall and winter vibe, snowy day vibe, holiday vibe. This stuff is awesome. Alright. That stuff looks great. Alright, so I'm just going to move the water out of my way, put a little moisture on my face. We're also going to be using the Dubl duck today. The Double Duck Goldedge with a Frank Mesa home job on it. Alright. And of course, come home and have dinner and then go work on my fucking yard for a while. So I'm a busy fucking man. I don't know if you guys saw, but it appears Lancaster's Father's Day drop might get pushed back because they had a family emergency that found them taking a hospital visit. So, you know, my thoughts are with Andre and his family, and hopefully everything is alright. Alright, let's get a little bit up here on the cheeks. I want to thank everybody for dropping in and watching. Like I said, I don't do it as often as I should, but never take that as a lack of appreciation, because I do appreciate everybody that takes the time to watch these videos. Alright, it's good enough to start. I would say at this point I feel the faintest little bit of tingling. Almost. And I said this before a while back with this Terrorade product. There's the Goldedge. Right there. Beautiful razor. Just beautiful. I said it before with the Terrorade product that I don't really get a cooling sensation at all. To be honest, the sensation that I get is more of a like an irritation sensation, like allergic reaction type sensation. It gives like this tingle, but not so much like cooling effect, if that makes any sense. It's a tingling effect, not a cooling effect. And it's not really what I wanted out of it, you know what I mean? It's not what I wanted from a cooling additive. I didn't want a tingling additive. So I just use this product with reckless abandon because I don't think it works. And I just want to burn through it and get rid of it because I don't think it does as advertised. Alright, that felt great. Even right now, the mildest little bit of tingle on my face. Not cool whatsoever. Alright, with the grain. I do kind of appreciate that everybody is, I don't know where they picked it up from. Maybe they picked it up from watching me, or maybe they just picked it up from their viewers commenting. But people are starting to wipe the lather off their blade rather than rinse it in the water. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been wiping it off the blade from the get-go. Just never made sense to me to, if you want to keep the metal from rusting, want to keep water out of the pins and all that jazz, why would you run it through water? So I'm not really the guy to comment on people's videos and tell them what to do, because I don't really appreciate people telling me what to do. But I definitely thought, I definitely had that thought. I guess if you take like care to Jesus. I guess if you take care to rinse off your razor real well and dry off your razor real well, maybe there's nothing to worry about. But I just don't like taking that risk. Alright, decent first pass. Lather on this Excelsior base. If I'm correct about that. I'm pretty sure it's Excelsior, but if by chance I'm wrong, which is totally a possibility, if I'm wrong, whatever base this is pretty fucking good, but I'm pretty positive it's the Excelsior base. And the Aftershave is in the Deltus base, which we have the matching Aftershave and the EDP, like I said. And this was my favorite scent last year. And I was so happy to see that they were re-releasing it and all that jazz. Love this stuff. Alright, pass one entirely completed. The tingling effect it's went up a notch, but in my view, I wouldn't even say it's reached like a medium tingle. And as far as chill goes, because I'm still separating those two things, I think it's still at like a very, very low chill. If if I'm even perceiving that, I might just be confusing it with the tingle. So, not as advertised. I know the fanboys will probably grab the pitchforks on that one, but same as I said when I first started, and I had nothing to lose, and same as I'll say now with 200 subscribers to lose, I don't think this product is worth a shit. And it's funny because when I said it originally, when the product was brand new and I first was testing it, when I said it, Barrister Mann Will basically just acted like I was lying. He had like a total of like 5 reviews at that time, and they were all glowing reviews. 3 drops and your face has fallen off and all this bullshit. Here I am adding 40 drops through the course of one shave. and struggling to get any chill. This Excelsior base is fantastic. Even with that Terrorade in there, which I'm not sure if that's a hindrance to the lather or not, but even with that Terrorade in there, still a very nicely dense, very, very, very slick lather, and easy to build up, so real good shit. Alright, against the grain. So, I want to make sure that I give you guys a heads up this time. I am going to be going on another camping trip. Starting this Friday. And I won't be back until Sunday. So there's a chance that I might do a Sunday shave. Maybe. But if not, I'll be back Monday for sure. And can't forget that pinky out. And this time, I'm going to try to bring my shave gear like I did last time to the mountains and get an outdoor shave. But this time, I'm going to try not to forget my fucking brush. I had my whole fucking setup last time and forgot my brush. Very nice. One thing I do like about the straight razor shaves, you can fucking line up your beard like no other. As long as you get that whole surface of the blade touching your face, or as much of it as you can at one time, you could line your lines up really well. And I was kind of happy because I told Justin, I was like, you know, I don't really have any expectations of my channel growing. Because I know there's probably a lot less appeal of a bearded wet shaver. I understand those things are like fucking opposites, and there's no real appeal to it. I mean, how could you even how could you even take tips from me telling you how to shave when I have a full beard, you know what I mean? So I get it, and my expectations are fully tempered. But I was pretty happy when Justin said, you know, well, there's a lot of bearded guys that probably line up their beards and care about skincare. He said those guys probably aren't going to look to the clean-shaven guys. I said that's true. So maybe I have a niche, you know. It cheered me up a little bit, but my expectations are still pretty firmly in place. I have an assortment of nice beard products that I use, but to be honest, my daily driver is just the Zingari Man Beard Elixir. And then my buddy made me a big bottle of some homemade shit that gets the job done. And so really, I'm way deeper into the wet shaving game than I am in the beard care game. I was way more active in the beard care game at one point. Alright. But, you know, this hobby just kind of overtook it. Never got to the point where I wanted to shave off my beard, and I have no desires to do that. But, it definitely took the like main focus, you know what I mean? I really enjoy this community. Alright, let me set my gold duck at a safe distance there. Alright, end of pass 2, and I almost feel like I'm acclimated to the tingling, and it went from kind of like medium back down to low. It is what it is, guys. Am I wincing? No, I'm not. I dumped like 3/4 of the vial in there. As much as it would soak up in one squeeze. I did it. I feel like it's already wearing off. It is what it is. Believe me or don't believe me, I could give a shit less. The product doesn't work for me. Or it doesn't work well, I should say. That whole 3 drops and your face is falling off. It's a crock of shit. And instead of not believing me, you know, and maybe think I'm trying to slight Barrister Mann in one way or another, which I wasn't an asshole about it. Back when I'd, you know, said something about the product not working for me originally. Instead of, you know, kind of acting like I'm the one who just doesn't know what I'm talking about, could have just acted like this was a genuine negative review. You know what I mean? Those happen even if you're super well revered in the game. I.e. Declaration Grooming recently. With the Dayman Nightman release. It happens. Don't get fucking salty about it. Just doesn't work for me. Maybe I have a high tolerance for this synthetic menthol, and it just doesn't work for me. I've got to take it like I'm lying. It could be freezing your face off and not even giving me a chill at the same time. We're 2 different people, you know what I mean? So, I don't know where the hell I'm going with that. But, it's just whenever I say something about this product, I feel the, kind of like judgment. Like, it's Barrister Mann, how could it be bad? You know? I could feel the skepticism. But it is what it is, guys. It just doesn't fucking cut it for me. Alright. Very good performance on that Excelsior, though. And that Vespers, one of my favorite scents in the entire wet shaving game. Vespers is fucking great. Alright, matching aftershave. Give this a little, yeah. Take the cap off. Back to the Terrorade, because you thought I was done, didn't you? Let's see. Caution. Extremely cold. Keep away from eyes and anything else. I'm trying to read in reverse. Or anything else you would prefer not to freeze. You have been warned. Well, I'm putting it directly on my face because that's what I want to freeze. The whole fucking dropper. Still there, guys. You can see it. Mix some of that in. Putting it on because I want it to work. Yes, please. Alright, So now we smell like a fucking beautiful Christmas evening. Ready to go caroling or some shit. And we have a nice mild tingle. Not a cooling sensation. Tingle. Alright. Vespers. Fucking love this stuff. Great soap base. Great aftershave base. One of the best scents in the wet shaving world. We got our Lancaster bowl. Wild West Brushworks brush with a 24mm Boss Knot synthetic. Of course, we use the good old Goldedge Double Duck with a Frank Misa Strike Gold shave edge on it, and some Terror-less aid, like I call it, terrorless, because there's nothing terrorful about it. And yeah, look at my eyes. Am I wincing? Not wincing. I'll see you tomorrow.